guys. Let me just make sure my camera's back on here real quick. Yes. Okay, there we go. Alright, I got my camera back on, it looks like here. Okay, here we go. Alright, I think we're good to go now. I'm back. And I lowered my settings a bit so it wouldn't be so hard on the stream. So here we are in an art gallery, and I think we're gonna be fine this time. So let me just let someone know. Okay, so this is a Decentraland art gallery. I like the music they play in these spaces. Alright, so this is some of the NFTs that you could see in these spots. So you could just like walk around and check them out. You could click on them and they take you to like to their website. So I think I'd have to have something open like this maybe. Yeah, usually it takes you to a link. So if you click on some of these, they usually bring you over to OpenSea, it's called, OpenSea.io. And you can check out what they're going for, but if they don't have a pop-up, it doesn't usually take you to a link. Maybe I can lower the music a bit too. So let's see, music can be see if those matter. Still pretty loud. Yeah, the audio is pretty loud in this game. Alright, yeah. So anyway, this is an art studio. I'll kind of walk away from the music a little bit. Let's see if I can even turn down my system sounds a little bit. Let's see. Turn on Microsoft Edge. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, getting things figured out. Okay. So this place is pretty cool. It's Playboy bunnies, I guess what they are. So this is one NFT group over here. Let's see what else we got. We got Battle Racers, Polygon. So Battle Racers is like a little game you play and you can like, you know, win. I've only played it like twice. It's not something that's too exciting yet. I think all the stuff is in development. But this is Polygon right here. Chain Guardians they have. So these are all loading in. So this is the NFT that's supposed to be on this wall. It's loading up. But at least we're kind of able to see what some of the gameplay is. You know, it's terrible that it keeps doing this loading stuff. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, I love Polygon's little world that they built here. It's pretty cool looking. I love these crazy staircases. But yeah, I was talking about before inflation and protecting your assets, and I was wondering what telling people about what would happen if all the millionaires in the world, sorry, decided they wanted to own a Bitcoin one day, and that would be causing the price to skyrocket because the supply is getting lower all the time. There's 18 out of 21 million Bitcoins that are, you know, that are mined already. So more than 18 million, I think. And the other thing is like when there's supply and demand, if there's a lot of supply, the demand is less. And if there's a little supply, the demand is higher. So, so this is like a little game with Axie that I guess you have them follow you. I don't even really know what you do with these guys. I'm not sure what the whole point of this is. It's kind of fun. These crazy little characters. So, the other thing about these exchanges is these leverage trades that are going on. So many people are leveraging their assets, like their Bitcoin, and they're like betting that the price is going to go up, so they end up not, there's not as much Bitcoin moving available on exchanges. And another thing, Coinbase offers loans on people's Bitcoin. So if you collect it over time, as the price rises, you'll never actually have to sell your Bitcoin. You can take a loan on your asset with low interest because it's a pristine collateral, fixed asset that'll never be more out there. So you'll never actually have to sell it. And, that's just a way where the price is going to skyrocket even more because not only did they used to give people $100,000 loan on their Bitcoin, um, yeah, they used to give you up to $100,000 on your Bitcoin. Now they give you up to $1 million on your Bitcoin on Coinbase. This was just announced last week. So what happens then when people start saying, all right, I've stacked up enough Bitcoin. I don't want to play this buying and selling game anymore because I keep getting burned. With this DeLorean over here, it's pretty cool. Awesome. So yeah, when people don't have to sell their Bitcoin anymore, they don't have to play that game. They can play around with some other tokens and just keep holding Bitcoin for its value. Ethereum as well, but Ethereum they don't give you loans on it. But you know, you can pretty much be sure that the price is going to go crazy. It's going to go straight up because there's not going to be even more so available on exchanges because it's all going to be held as collateral since people are all going to be just taking loans out on it, not having to actually sell any of it. So when all these people decide they want one, it's going to be very, very expensive. And therefore, you can get a much bigger loan on yours with a tinier portion of your Bitcoin for what you need to buy in the real world, or people that want to invest in things in the real world, they don't go and sell their, like Tesla, like Elon doesn't usually sell his, well, he did recently just sell a bunch of his Tesla stock. I'm sure there's a great reason behind it. Um, but he took a Twitter poll and everyone said, yeah, sell 10% or something of your stock, and he did. And but normally, if you didn't want to sell your stock, you would just leverage your stock, and over time, the stock price goes up. So then you can take a new loan on a smaller portion of that stock and pay for the previous loan and keep holding on to your assets while you invest the money or buy things in the real world that you need. Look at those crypto motors they have here. These are NFTs as well. So this is what normally happens. Usually it redirects you, um, to a site. So this is crazy. This is actually, yeah, crypto motors. This is pretty crazy. So yeah, you can go and check out how much some of these cost. I don't know if there's minting available still on these or how it works. Um, but yeah, it says generation 0 buy now. I wonder what it says how much these things are going for. Okay, so 45 Ethereum only. Wow. Okay. But then you can sort by low to high and see what these kind of cars are going for. That's why I found Solana so interesting because I was able to find some really cool NFT cars that are, you know, um, a lot less expensive and less gas fees and all that stuff. Crypto motors, voxel cars. There's so much coming out. This stuff is crazy. These showrooms, it's so cool. So yeah, we have whatever this Ferrari or whatever kind of car is. It's pretty cool. Conference rooms. It's pretty funny. Yeah, so this is crypto motors. Let's see what else we got around here. This is another little world Lamborghini we got outside. A smart car. Is that what that is? It's funny, look how it gleams and glistens. Graphics are good enough for it being like an early. Imagine when it gets more advanced, it'll be pretty cool. So, I'm fine with this. A little bit. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what you do when you get up here, but there's like a huge Ethereum symbol over there. So yeah, from up here you get a pretty good view of some stuff too. It's a pretty cool area over there. It's like I have so much I haven't checked out. There's like tons of stuff. So yeah, there's like a bunch of museums in this area. See, usually once you walk closer, you can see more of them. Graphics have to catch up. All right, so here's Binance. They have a whole section. These are all conference rooms, pretty much. Don't enter meme. So you could follow people's Twitters and stuff when you go into these little worlds. Binance has their own little area. I gotta find some more of these museums though. I gotta go check out some more NFTs. Here's a little mini museum. This is for sale, this property. Yeah, it's a little Mario house. You can go inside and check it out. There's all those Mario NFTs up on the wall. Guess they're all part of it, I would think. So kind of when you switch scenes, it's sort of loading again too. It takes like a little bit of time to load back up. Oh man, I hope I didn't freeze again. Ah, this is too much today. All right, well, I had a great stream. Thanks for trying it out with me. I had fun. Hopefully, I can do more of these in the future without having so many glitches, but please, some of the things I want to remind you guys of is that, you know, I think I reloaded, but there's supply chain problems in the world right now. There's a trickle-down effect to consumers. People end up paying more for everything because of all this, you know, starting from the top. And I would say dollar cost average a little bit every week that you could afford to put away as savings into Bitcoin is a good idea. And one thing I wanted to show you guys if I can pull this up since Decentraland isn't working. So this is a good little tip here that I saw today. So this is investing into Bitcoin. So let's say $6,500 investment into Bitcoin, interest in a year is $7,400. It'd be a balance of $14,000 in 1 year. This is just the average price that Bitcoin goes up, not including the crazy highs or the crazy lows. It's just an average. So this will be like just putting your money there, leaving it. So then it would be the second year. It would keep increasing, you know. So you would just have interest every year building up, and then you would have the same amount of deposit, pretty much. Total deposit $7,000. Interest in 5 years would be this much. That's how much you're gaining just keeping this much initial money in Bitcoin every year. Total interest balance. So yeah, I feel like it is just an interesting thing to calculate, think about for protecting your wealth. So thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully you'll be back next time when I can actually show you a little bit more of Decentraland without glitching out like I was today. So thank you again. Please like or subscribe to my channel or both. I would really appreciate it. And see you guys again soon. Thank you.